Oh, actually, that's not a bad thing to talk about. Unusualifiers. Okay. So, Frost. Good answer. Yes, yes. They usually are. But the best thing to do is probably just look back and see what unusualifiers. What are the best unusualifiers? Let's go with that first. Price would probably dictate what would be the best. I'm sorry, I'm struggling to think there. But Schadenfreude, Konga, Katsutsuki Kick, definitely the more popular taunts. Therefore, their unusualifiers are the most expensive. But what we need to see is the sale data. What we need to see is the graph here. And we need to see, does it rise up for October? So, February 2021, this was cheap. It rose up in April, went down a bit, rose up again in September, went down a bit. Okay, I got that wrong. It rose up during the beginning of September, and then it went down before October even hit. So that's weird. Why has this happened? What I'm led to believe is people probably pre-bought these unusualifiers. Were the taunt unusuals any good last year? That's something I can't really give you a proper answer for. I'm not an unusual taunt guy. But the rule does apply for Halloween. Let's go SteamDB, I'll show it to you. So, yeah, for Halloween, both hat effects and taunt effects can only get, during Halloween, you can only get the Halloween ones. So if we get very good Halloween taunt effects for the unusuals, with the unusualifiers, then the unusualifiers are going to go up in price. So if you're a bit confused, what's an unusualifier? An unusualifier is a tool which... I did not mean to click that. Sorry about that. I clicked the demonstration video. I got that wrong. Sorry, TF2. I accidentally showed a second of your thing. So basically what these are extra things that you can find when you're opening cases during Halloween. And you can apply it to a unique taunt, and you have like basically it's like a loot box. You can get a random effect applied to it. What random effects? Well, during any time of the year, you have the regular effects like Screaming Tiger, 72, Fountain of Delight, Silver Cyclone, blech. You don't want any of those taunts though. Throw them away. Forget about them. No, we want the new, interesting Halloween taunt effects. And Christmas. Christmas also has some as well. But, well, Christmas or winter, however you consider it. So when the new patch appears for Halloween, we need to scroll down. And you need to see what's the bit that will tell you. Here you go, right here. All cosmetic and taunt cases will grant Halloween 2021 unusual effects instead of their normal unusual effects during this event. This does not include crates. So, as you can see, cosmetic and taunt. So if we're investing into cases like Crimson Cash and Tough Break because we expect them to jump up in price as we get closer and closer to October, and if the effects are good, spike up in price even more, you could sit there and say the same thing with the unusualifiers. It's a wheel spin for whatever effect you might get, but if all of the new effects are very interesting, so if we go to TF2 Halloween 2021, Scream Fortress 2021, we can scroll down, have a look at these effects. The taunt effects were Spectral Shackles and Cursed Confinement. They were a variant of each other. Cavalier, Hollow, the card taunt, the electric taunts. I don't think these were super amazing. I think the Thunder ones were invested towards. No. If I remember, the Aurora was actually very nice. But again, I'm not a unusual taunt guy. It's hard for me to talk about. But yes, I would imagine that people will be wanting to buy unusualifiers the closer we get to Halloween. But when we looked at that unusualifier for the Schadenfreude, as you can see here, it actually peaks in September. Maybe you just need to sell your unusualifiers in September. Let's go look at another one. Konga. So, let's look at the data. Let's look at right here. And I think it happens all over again. Yeah, it peaks in September. So its regular price here is about $60 to $70, and then it peaks up here around $100, and then it goes back down again before the Halloween event even starts. So would this imply loads of people like to buy out stock just before October? I'm talking beginning to mid-September. The vast majority of the stock will already be bought. I don't know how many of these have sold, but yeah. And just to point out, it's not preset for what you're going to get. It's random. It's random. It's like a different type of loot box, as I said. And the last one, Kozotsky Kick. Did you peak just before October again? Yes, you did. So this was the regular price before, around June time, selling around $50 to $55. But September time, sells for around just under $100. And then when it hits October, it starts to go down. Maybe the taunt effects for some Halloween 2021 wasn't very good. I can't give you a proper answer, but with the data I see here, it would imply that yes, the taunt effects probably weren't super desirable, so the Unusualifier prices went down. And now that the prices seem to be in a bit of a dip, is it a great time to start jumping in and making a move now? Because in September, next month, will the prices go back up again? Because people are going to want to invest towards these in hopes that at October time, we might get very good unusual taunt effects this year for Halloween. Maybe. It's not a guarantee. But just throwing that out there. It's information that's now in your hands. Are you going to make some moves? These Unusualifiers are quite expensive. There's not a lot of them either, though. That's the thing. And that's the reason why these have probably gone up in price very quickly in the Septembers of before. Because after I buy 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, you're looking at it just slowly jumping up in price of each bit. There's only 8 of these Kozotsky Kick Unusualifiers. How many of the Conga ones are there? There's 14, so a little bit more, but as you can see, if I bought 5, then it starts to jump up in price a bit here. In my currency. My apologies, I don't have dollars, but you get the idea. The price goes up because the quantity is very low. So is that very clear to you? Sorry, I know that was quite a bit of a ramble, but yeah, it all depends whether or not we get very nice effects. And last year, I know the Aurora ones were desired, and the electric ones were kind of good, but I can't sit here and tell you what a god tier taunt unusual effect looks like. I don't dabble with that. I just do buy orders. I was smart enough to know and be clued in that the horn unusual effects were high tier last year, and the pumpkin moon was god tier. Loads of people were very happy with that. Loads of people jumped in buying tons and tons and tons of cases throughout all of October because of that. So fingers crossed we get something interesting this time. I'm confident. Scream Fortress 2022. Maybe not yet, but soon. Soon. Yeah, just gotta wait, guys. Why not go into the workshop and start getting a good idea of what might be accepted soon? I did say that in my video, didn't I? Start looking in the Team Fortress 2 workshop. Here you go. You go by items. And if you want to look at the taunt specifically, you go to the right. Unusual effect. Click. Here we are. Now you can see all of the hats. Look at that. That's really Halloweeny. How could you not want that? Perfect. Perfect stuff. Yes. Is that Pumpkin Moon tier? Is it super big like Pumpkin Moon? I don't know. But that would be perfect. If that was as big as Pumpkin Moon, that would be God tier as well. And that would be perfect for us. And it's very, very Halloweeny. I like it. Why... what the... What's this? So yeah, you're probably going to see some things like that as well. But to be more specific with taunts, I think you have to click taunt here as well. So taunt and unusual effect. And yeah, here it is. So yeah, here is a very applicable TF2 unusual taunt effect. The quality isn't loading in very quickly, so how about we make it, okay, 720, and can you see all like the mist appearing and the bats appearing? It's not the best of quality, I'm sorry, that's not my fault, but it will probably like sort of like go high detail now. No, but yeah, we've got to keep an eye out. So you got to sit here and say, oh, I kind of like this, and you click yes or no or whatever. The choice is yours, but you got to be informed. You've got to be prepared. Some of these look very, very nice. Some of these look very, very goofy. But if you already are well aware of what it already is, and then it appears, then you can start making moves. Because if we get very, very good unusual taunt effects, much like hat effects, then surely all of the unusualifiers will be bought out and the price goes up. So, is this something you want to invest into? It's quite expensive, so I might just skip it. But from what I could see from here, it looks to be fairly safe. If prices are cheap here, and then at this point, it looks like it's doubled in price from here to here. It looks okay, but again, remember, it's probably just because people bought out all of the stock. And then people who really, really want to get one's just going to be like, alright, so all of the cheaper ones got bought. You know what, I'll probably just buy one that's like 10-20% higher than what it usually is. And then it just keeps going up from there. So, right then, guys, so I hope that was helpful. Yeah, we've got to wait. We just got to wait.